You too, what it do? It's your boy Man Lord TV, man. Back with another reaction video for y'all, man. Like I promised, man. So look, man, we about to get into a divorce court reaction. I want to give a special shout out to all my subscribers. I appreciate y'all for following me with the content, liking, commenting, subscribing. Let's get it. So I appreciate everybody, man. Look, we got a goal, man. 500 subs by the end of the year. Man, if we can get 500 subs by the end of before the end of the year, man, we're gonna shoot for 1K. But right now we're focusing on the 500, man. So look, I got a divorce court reaction video for y'all. I'm not gonna hold too much of y'all time, and we can just get into it like right now, man. 3, 2, 1, let's get it.
Mrs. Noble says her feelings of being a married, single parent leaves her no choice but to hand her husband divorce papers. Can he prove her wrong? Today on Divorce Court. All rise. The Honorable Judge Starr presiding.
Hello, everyone. Hey. You may be seated.
Your Honor, the case of Noble versus Noble.
Thank you very much. Welcome to Divorce Court. Mrs. Noble, Mr. Noble, I'm glad to have you all here today. Thank you for joining me. It's time to get into today's case. Mr. and Mrs. Noble, I understand you've been married for 12 years, but you've been together for 16 years, and you have a 12-year-old daughter together.
Yes, Your Honor.
There's stakes in the ground with this family, and it is very important that we keep in mind that there's a young person who really cares about what happens between her parents. So, Mrs. Noble, why are we in court today?
I feel like a married single parent. This man has made several broken promises to me, and I just feel like our marriage is at a standstill. I also suspect this man is cheating. And if he's cheating on me and he fails his lie detector test, I want a divorce.
You brought the papers to court?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Noble, your wife is serious. What do you say, sir?
I'm here today to fight for my marriage, to let her know that I still love her. My arms are open wide for her. I stand here today as a father, a devoted husband, and as a man, full of love for her still in my heart.
Mrs. Noble's perception is that your marriage is teetering on the edge.
I know.
Do you think that you can get it back on the right track?
Yes, Your Honor.
So let's figure that out together. Mrs. Noble, why don't you take me back to when you first met and how we got to this point?
Yes, Your Honor. We lived in the same neighborhood. He approached me, very welcoming, gentleman, handsome. I ended up moving with him. I come from a very dysfunctional family. Moved in with this man, my life sped up. I got pregnant. He asked me to marry him, and it seems like things started changing.
So I'm looking at your age. You're 31 years old. You've been together for 16 years. So literally you were high school sweethearts. You were a teenager. So you were really young when you made that commitment to each other.
Yes, Your Honor.
Were you financially stable, emotionally stable, ready to take on the responsibilities of being a husband and a father?
All at once, no. But as our journey progressed through life, it got me ready for the things that I didn't even see.
Okay. So, Mrs. Noble, what changed?
Things started shifting. He stopped noticing me, stopped supporting me. And when it comes down to our daughter being unsupportive, her needing help with her homework, me always having to look at her homework, make sure it's presentable before she turns it in. I'm asking him, hey, it's your turn to look at her homework. Take the load off of me.
Okay. So I turn to you, Mr. Noble. Tell me about that dynamic, because that seems to be important, the relationship you have with your daughter. How do you parent?
I parent the best way I can. She's better than me at that part when it comes to her work, our daughter's schoolwork.
If I can see that her clothes are all over the place, not organized, laundry not done, she has school, that's a lot on me as well.
So you're feeling a heavier burden in the parenting relationship.
Yes, Your Honor.
What is the problem with sitting down and actually making a family plan?
Your Honor, I try my best to do so. Like, hey, can I talk to him? I know he gets off work late, so I'll try to stay up so I can have those conversations with this man.
Does he work 7 days a week?
5 days a week.
So the other 2 days, do you work? those other 2 days?
No, Your Honor.
So there's 2 days in the week that this family can have some time to sit down and have a conversation. Why has that not happened?
It just creates a tense environment. So in order for me to avoid that, sometimes I just won't have those conversations. I'll just do it.
I'm gonna tell you what my late grandmother would say. If you're gonna just do it, then don't complain about having to just do it. Because you have to clue the man in to what you need him to do, have him tell you, I'm not gonna do it, and then come back and complain if that's the problem. Mr. Noble, your wife says she needs help. If you all can sit down and put together a plan in place so that you can start to participate more fully, would you be willing to do that, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
Would you be willing to sit down with your husband to explain what it is you need? Not accuse, explain.
Yes, Your Honor, it sounds really good.
So, but you don't seem to believe it. Tell me why.
Your Honor, as I mentioned, a lot of broken promises.
That's what I want to hear. Talk to me about broken promises, because you don't trust
Not a mind reader.
what he just said.
Not a mind reader.
It's not about being a mind.
She already knew it's because she was going to go back and say because he can't keep promises. I'm not going to lie, homie. You got 2 days off. I know you tired from working, but you can make time to come up with a plan with your wife on how y'all can, raise y'all daughter. And just because you see her doing a better job doesn't mean you can't do a better job as well. That's why it's called time, my boy. You can make time to, get better where you fall short at when it becomes to being a parent. That's why it's called teamwork. That's why you have a wife.
Reader, let me tell you, I had a birthday.
We all do. Come on now.
This man promised me a helicopter ride. Mind you, I've never been even on an airplane. So of course I was nervous in the beginning, but I got excited, started telling my friends and family. Do you know the day came? Nothing happened. He told me it was canceled. It was more than what he thought.
Hey, bro, I got fam, that's a big promise, fam. That is a big promise. No way you cancel it.
What it would be as far as the amount, how much it cost. So we're just sitting at home, no plan B. I don't want to be depressed on my birthday. I want to have a good time. So I called my friend, and she ended up taking me out to at least, release some of the emotions that I was feeling at that moment. Feeling excited, just to be let down.
She told me she was afraid of heights. And so I had to cancel it.
Wait a minute. Did she tell you, I don't want to do it?
Yes, eventually, yeah, she did tell me she didn't want to do it after.
Are you serious?
We had our little.
Now that don't make sense. I'm sorry.
We had
She
our
did.
little.
Wait a minute. I'm sorry, Mr. Noble. That don't make sense.
No
That
plan B.
does not make sense to me. If this woman done went around and told all of her friends and family that my man about to take me on a helicopter ride. I've never been on a helicopter ride. I've never even been on a plane. So it doesn't make sense that she would be that excited about doing something, nervous, but excited about doing something, and then tell you, you know what, I don't want to do it. That don't make sense.
No.
The situation, the conversation went left. So
Really?
when conversations go
Okay.
left, communication gets dysfunctional.
No,
And
sir,
so-
you know what? Oh, Lord, you people in Atlanta like to talk around the subject. I'm learning this, okay? I am learning this. You know good and well what I'm asking you. The situation didn't get overly complicated. You promised the girl you were going to take her on a helicopter ride for her birthday. What happened that you canceled the child's birthday plans? What happened?
No words.
I don't have any word for you.
That's what I get, Your Honor.
Yeah. And she
But
don't
Mr.
have-
Noble, you know why you canceled it. Why did you cancel it? And a hush fell over Jerusalem. Okay, go ahead. Okay.
Your Honor, as you can see today, I don't have a ring on my finger because he's cheating.
Oh. So now we're getting
about
to
that.
the real reason that we're here. I was wondering, were we here to talk about homework? No, we're here to talk about the fact you think he's cheating.
Yes, Your Honor.
What makes you say that?
I was sitting next to this man. He gets a phone call from a woman picks up the phone, and he starts flirting with her. What's up, sexy? You don't even make me feel sexy. Continuing on with the conversation, of course, at this point, I'm roused up like, excuse me, how dare you? And I'm not gonna lie, Your Honor, I did take his phone and I threw it.
Broke that guy too.
Okay.
You were sitting there and he was flirting with another woman while on the phone?
Yes, Your Honor, carrying on.
Mr. Noble, what's that about? That's very disrespectful.
I was drunk.
Sir, you know good and well you're not ever going to be that drunk where you can flirt with another woman with your wife sitting right there.
Yeah, I was drunk. Yeah.
Did you apologize to her?
I did apologize, but it's not going to be heard. You know, when it's done, and it takes a lot to forgive.
But I actually appreciate the fact that you acknowledge that because, you know, it takes years to build up trust and that quick to break it.
Yeah.
So,
it's just like they say.
So let me guess, you've been living with the suspicions that you're untrustworthy because of that incident and, let me guess, a couple of more. Am I right?
Your Honor,
yes,
the same woman that this man was speaking to, I just so happened to check his GPS, and he's in the same area in which this woman lives on 3 to 5 situations. Like, why are you over there? He tells me, oh, I'm going to buy oil, some things for the car. Oh, how convenient.
Mr. Noble?
Your Honor, I have a mobile detailing business.
Uh-huh.
So in the area where this person was, I had some business there. Not her.
Tracy, ring a bell?
Tracy was not my business at that point in time. She could have.
The jury's supposed to be here for B, but they're trying to be the extra judge because they heard you. You know they heard you.
They beefing it up on me.
Exactly what you just said.
Yeah, I'm there on business.
At that point in time.
I was there on business.
No. At that point in
That means she was a client, my boy. You snitched.
time.
Yeah,
Tracy was not your business at that point in time. Did Tracy ever become your business? Because that's what they want me to ask.
There was a time in the past before, before my wife. Yeah, but since I've been with my wife, no, she's not my business.
So what about the dating apps?
The dating apps came from. I had a family member at the house, and he was on a dating app. I didn't know it was exactly a dating app until I downloaded the app. He said, hey, bro, download this app. And it happened to be a dating app.
So why would your friend tell you to download a dating app when you've been married to the same woman for 12 years?
You know how you got those guys who want to mess up a good thing?
Yeah, why are you hanging with her?
Why did I what?
That's bullshit, man.
Why are you hanging with those guys?
I no longer hang with them. I no longer hang with them with that in particular individual.
So did you delete the dating app?
Yes, she actually broke that phone. So
you break phones, don't you?
Destroy property.
I mean, if you're a married woman and you're with a man for all these years, are you really going to tolerate something like that? So
no,
yes, I'm going
be a woman. Don't do that. Don't be a child. Be a woman.
to break it. Sorry.
No, ma'am.
Not sorry.
No, ma'am. I'm not going to tolerate that, not in the least bit, and I'm also going to be suspicious of his behavior. So I do think you have a reason to have some suspicions. Is that why you've asked him to take a lie detector test?
Yes, Your Honor, and I also discovered this man was also sexting women.
And you know that to be fact?
Yes, Your Honor.
I think you submitted evidence.
I definitely did.
Listen, I take cases and I have to often interpret what the text message is. I don't need to interpret that.
And Your Honor, LOL. And he's smiling today in court, Your Honor.
Mr. Noble, who is this?
I have no idea.
Wow.
So, why would that be on your phone?
At that point in time, like I said, I got a business that I was running. I got a second phone. Numbers are numbers. Whoever texts that phone number at that point in time made me laugh. And that's all they got.
You're telling me that this was not meant for you. It was meant for whoever had that phone number before?
Yeah, whoever had that number before.
Okay. Let's ask our polygraph examiner to join us, please.
This man is some piece of work. I ain't gonna cap.
Good day, Your Honor.
Good day, Mr. Yarborough. Mr. Yarborough,
The results are in.
will you please state your name and professional affiliation and background for the court?
Sure. My name is John Yarbrough. I'm a certified polygraph examiner and a member of the American Polygraph Association. I've done hundreds of polygraphs for law enforcement and other public safety agencies, as well as private party polygraphs.
And I understand Mr. Noble willingly submitted to a polygraph examination performed by you. Is that correct, sir?
That is correct.
Mr. Noble was asked 3 questions by you. Mr. Yarborough, we asked Mr. Noble, on the day your wife found you near Tracy's house with a shared GPS app, did you have any sexual contact with Tracy?
That is correct.
What was Mr. Noble's answer?
Mr. Noble answered no.
And what did the results indicate?
The polygraph examination results indicated that there was no deception noted to that question.
So he told the truth.
Correct.
We asked a second question. We asked Mr. Noble, did you have any sexual contact with the woman that texted you to have sex and you responded LOL?
That is correct.
What was Mr. Noble's answer?
Mr. Noble answered no.
And what did the test results indicate?
The polygraph examination results indicated there was no deception noted to that question.
So he told the truth.
That's correct.
Mr. Yarborough, we asked Mr. Noble a third question. Since starting your relationship with your wife, have you had any sexual contact with anyone else?
That is correct.
What was Mr. Noble's answer?
His answer was no.
And what did the test results indicate?
The polygraph examination results indicated no deception noted to that question.
So he told the truth.
I told you.
Man, you should hit her with a divorce papers. Let's see what she gonna say.
Mrs. Noble,
Yes, Your Honor.
you owe your husband an apology.
I do it. And oh my God, I'm sorry. I apologize.
Mr. Yarborough, I'd like to say thank you very much.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I appreciate your services. The reason that your wife didn't trust you, I don't know what silly shenanigans were going on, but you've got something between you. And if you want to save it, we need to work on that.
Right.
You agree with me, Mr. Noble?
I stand strong on it, yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Noble, do you agree?
Yes, Your Honor.
You brought divorce papers to court,
I did, Your Honor.
and they were pre-signed.
By whom?
Did you get the answers that you wanted today?
Yes, Your Honor. And I feel silly.
The biggest mistake people can make in a relationship is thinking that everything is going to be perfect. It's not always going to be perfect. There are going to be ups and downs and sideways, and relationships are going to grow and they're going to change. And in all honesty, Mr. Noble and Mrs. Noble, it's okay that your needs change throughout the relationship. It really is okay. But what makes a relationship stronger is as those needs change, you communicate that to your partner. I think you both need to have somebody help you navigate and manage what being in a real mature relationship requires.
Okay.
Would you both be willing to accept the court's order for marital counseling so that you could sit down in a safe space and express those needs and wants and desires for what you want going forward? Would you be willing to do that, Mrs. Noble?
Yes, Your Honor.
Would you be willing to do that, Mr. Noble?
Yes, Your Honor.
For that little girl and for the sake of this marriage, you all have been together for many, many years. You need to start being a team again. I don't want to hear I. I want to hear we. Mrs. Noble, what would you like me to do with these divorce papers?
Shred them.
Man,
I'm not even going to hold them in the court's file because I want the two of you to put the work in to make your marriage work? We're done here. That's my verdict.
I accused you of that. Maybe I am a little insecure.
I accept your apology. I forgive you. You know, you my wife. You feel me? I'm your husband.
Yeah.
And I love you to the end of time. Gonna change that later.
And I know BBWs, they love them a skinny man. You feel me? I ain't saying bro skinny, but fam, bro, make that girl feel make that girl feel more beautiful, man. And then, you know, even though he innocent in a lot of that test, man, you know, she admit right there she got her insecurities. Yo, man, make that girl feel like, you know, she the one for you, man. She the only woman you seeing, you know. And if you got some things you want to share with her about her looks, even though this was not mentioned, you know, her looks, her weight was never mentioned. You feel me? But you know, he could easily just communicate with his girl, like, let's go hit the gym, you know. Go make her your idol wife, bro. But fam, like, let's be real. Like, you just showing her attention, bro. You just showing her attention and all that, showing her the respect. You gonna get the best out of her, man. On God, you gonna get the best out of her. You feel me? You just do that, do what you gotta do. You gonna get the best out of her. Vice versa, man. And she'll get the best out of you. You feel me? But ladies and gentlemen, y'all let me know in the comments, bro. This is what I want to know. Like, was it fair for her to ask for a lie detector test, even though it came out he was truthful? But was his actions making her suspicious? Was she valid for the lie detector test? Okay. So look, we're gonna go over a few comments right quick. All right. Ain't no way he passed that lie detector test. They need to have it checked. Oh God, he passed. Gary always in somebody's business. This is right up his alley. I don't know who the hell Gary is. He's suspect to me, and the disrespect towards her was wrong on so many levels. I ain't gonna lie, fam. If you pick up a phone in front of your girl and you talk to another woman, be like, "What's up, sexy?" She not your girl. That is your side chick. That is somebody you play with on the side. You feel me? That's a woman that understands you got girls on the side and she know her role. On God, you ain't talking to your wife like that. That's crazy. You supposed to treat your wife better than that. You women already know what these men are about before bringing them on the show. Ain't no way I'm embarrassing myself on national TV. That's true. If you know your man got ways, if you know you married to a player, you know what you signed up for. So there's no way you should be bringing him on national TV just to get embarrassed like that. That's real. I think we are all surprised you passed the test. Congratulations, sir. I'm very surprised. Why did you cancel? Cancel. You can't cancel what you never booked. Real. Hey, that's real, man. That's real. 2 more comments. He's a trip, and he's going to get worse now than he thinks. He's won. Hey, I bet the different, Ronnie. I'm gonna say he get better. The papers were already signed by whom? LMAO. I'm gonna go to one more. He was too disrespectful, and that needs to be addressed. All right, yeah, homie. Bring that down a notch, bro. Show some more respect in that. Cause it look like you don't respect her. Cause she could be doing something for you, but she's blind to the disrespect. So she just tolerates it, but she could be doing something for you, fam. And if she is, fam, you could lose her. So whatever she is doing for you, you're not gonna have. You never know what you got until it's gone. Baylor TV, man, y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Let's have a conversation, man. Drop those comments in the comment section. You know, if y'all want to go watch, I ain't even gonna say that because we watched it together. But look, like, comment, and subscribe. Baylor TV, we out. I got another reaction video coming for y'all.